What's up guys, welcome back to another beer of the week. If you missed out on last week's video, you can check it out right here. But for this week, I have Coalition Brewing Company Love and Cup Maple Porter. Coalition is based out of Portland, Oregon. I've been to their tap room probably 2, maybe 3 times. All their beers are pretty solid. This is a 5.8% alcohol by volume beer. It has an IBU of 32. And on the bottle it says, "The Love and Cup, although boasting a complex malt profile of 7 different grains, is a classic brown porter at heart. Pure Vermont Grade A maple syrup is added at the end of the boil to lend a subtle sweetness and maple aromatics." Sounds pretty good. The maple is balanced out by roasty British chocolate malts, making the seasonal ale highly drinkable and the perfect treat for any time of the year. For maximum enjoyment, pair with chilly nights and good friends. Well, I have a chilly night, I'm by myself, but we're gonna drink it anyways. Yeah, check out the label here. It has a maple leaf, and that's about it. Let's get this into a cup and see what it smells like. Alright, so it poured actually pretty light for a porter. Let's put it to the light. Oh yeah, light definitely goes through it. I know you can't see this, but it's like a brown reddish color, and the head kind of dissipated pretty quick, but there was about a finger of head. Let's see here. It's not quite white. It's like a light hazelnut color, I suppose, with tons of carbonation bubbles everywhere. Just tons. And let's give it a smell. It smells really light for a porter. Yeah, I'm kind of interested in what it's gonna taste like. I get subtle hints of, I guess if I stretch it a little, like maple syrup, I suppose. But that's only because I read the label, I bet. If I didn't know that this was a maple porter, I probably wouldn't even guess there was maple in this by smelling it. And this smells kind of like malty, like a roasted malt kind of, smell to it. It's not overpowering or anything, it's just... And it smells kind of sweet, like, it's hard to explain. It's like a malty sweetness kind of smell to it. Yeah, I'm not getting anything else from smelling it. Let's give it a taste. It's actually not too bad. It's kind of sweet. Definitely malty. I taste like a smoky grain kind of flavor that's kicking in. You get a lot of the sweetness on the front end of the beer. Like right when I took a sip, it was just like hits you. Like it's just sweet. Maple syrup though, I don't know if I taste maple syrup in here. It's definitely like a roasted malt. It's like a roasted malt kind of taste to it, but yeah, definitely sweet. Let's give this another taste. Yeah, sweetness is towards the front of the drink. Right when it hits your tongue, you get that sweetness, and then it, like on the back end of it, it's kind of like a coffee bitter kind of thing that's going on back there. Yeah, it's not super bitter at all. At 32, it's just it's just bitter. It's not overpowering anything. At the mouthfeel, it's like extremely, not extremely. It's just on the thinner side for a porter. It's kind of like drinking like a lager, really. Like that's the consistency I'm kind of getting out of it. And there's a little bit of lacing there going on, not a whole lot. But yeah, I'm just getting this like roasted malt kind of flavor to it. That's the primary taste I'm getting out of this. Not a whole lot of maple syrup, honestly, at all. Like, I don't really taste maple syrup. Let me give it another taste to try to get that maple syrup. Yeah, no, I'm not getting maple syrup at all, but I think the maple syrup probably has something to do with the sweetness. I mean, the sweetness just didn't come out of nowhere, right? But definitely not a bad beer. A little thin for a porter and a little light for a porter. I'm pretty used to drinking porters that are like pretty much damn near pitch black, but this is like a red-ish brown, like an amber color, I suppose, like dark hazelnut. I don't know what the hell you call this color, man. But yeah, not a bad beer. Do I recommend it? I mean, it's worth a shot. Kind of doesn't really taste like a porter. I mean, besides the bottle saying that's a porter, it's more like a brown ale to me, really. Would I buy it again? I wouldn't go out of my way to look for it, but if it was offered to me, I'd totally drink it again. But yeah, for this beer, I mean, beer is so subjective. If I give it a number, you know, you could disagree with me, which is totally fine. I mean, this is more or less my opinion on the beer. Like, all my videos really about beer and shoes, whatever you know, if you watch those videos, it's just my opinion. You know, you don't have to agree. Beer, shoes, subjective, like I said before. Yeah, I'm gonna give this another taste, and I'll let you know if I get that maple syrup this time. Yeah, no maple syrup. But yeah, tons of roasted malt, like I said before. A little bit of lacing. Beer's not bad. If you see it, I mean, it's probably worth a shot. You probably won't be disappointed unless you're really looking forward to tasting the maple, which I do not get at all. Yeah, let's get into reading some reviews and see what others think about it. Oh, I forgot to tell you what I would rate this beer after, you know, saying all that. I'm gonna give it a solid 3, man. Like, it's not bad, but it's not great. Like, yeah, that's where it is. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. Yeah, let's go on to reading what others think about it. Alright, so I'm just reading off of Beer Advocate. There's no score on it yet, and it says awaiting 10 reviews. So I guess not a whole lot of people reviewed it. Actually, on here it says 5.48 alcohol by volume. What did I say earlier? The bottle says 5.8. The bottle says 5.8. Not sure if you can see that. There we go. But on here it says 5.48. And it's an American porter, is what it says. And the first reviewer gave it a 3.65 out of 5, or 3.69, I'm sorry, 3.65 out of 5. What the hell did I just say? Did I say 3.65? 3.69 out of 5 is what I'm trying to say. They said, looks, pours lighter than any porter I've ever seen. That's what I just mentioned before. Closer to a brown ale with light, thin white head. Dissipates quickly. And yeah, that's pretty much spot on. It does pour with light. No, okay, no, it doesn't pour a thin white head. Well, mine didn't. Mine poured like a light hazelnut, is what I said, right? And it sure does dissipate quickly. Smell, very sweet. Maple is immediately apparent here. Continues as very, very light nuttiness. A little bit of smoke, but maple syrup is the clear dominant nose. Huh. Because when I smelled it, I mean, I said it smells sweet, which I said it could play a part in me reading the label, but this person is saying that they taste maple syrup and it is the clear dominant nose. So, you know, that's what I'm saying. Beer is so subjective. Like, I totally did not taste any maple syrup, but this dude's saying, or chick, whoever you are, is saying that maple syrup is the dominant nose here. I kind of wish I tasted that, actually. It sounds great. Okay, so going on to taste, immediately gobsmacked by maple syrup sweetness. Again, I wish that happened to me. Fades out into light flavors of woodsy, light, slightly malty backing. No notable hoppiness, and less clear roasted flavor than most porters. Okay, I agree with that last part. No notable hoppiness, and less clear roasted flavor than most porters. That's actually pretty true. It's a drinkable beer. It's not super roasty, but, you know, like I said, it does have that roasted malt flavor to it. Let's see, what else? I didn't get the maple syrup like they said. Okay, feels surprisingly thin, which I also mentioned. It is very thin for a porter. It's like drinking, you know, a brown ale, like we both said apparently. The maple syrup taste clings to the tongue, but mild carbonation seems to wash it away quickly. Mine actually poured with quite a bit of carbonation. You may or may not have seen the bubbles in there. I mean, I won't know until I look at the video later, but there was tons of bubbles in there, like a lot. It was pretty carbonated, or at least mine was. Maple syrup clings to the tongue. I didn't get none of that maple syrup at all. Overall, if I wasn't told it was a porter, I'd be unlikely to believe it. Satisfied my maple syrup craving when visiting Portland. Okay, well, again, I think I would say a porter. Maybe. Would I? Yeah, I don't know. But it did not satisfy my maple syrup craving, because I didn't taste any of the damn maple syrup, man. But overall, good beer. Let's read one more video. It's getting kind of long. Let's skip here. Alright, here's this one. Bottle shared by Beastmaster. Oh, sorry, they gave it a 2.96 out of 5. So it says, bottle shared by Beastmaster, pours amber reddish orange with a small white creamy head. Aroma maple, hot garbage, lager yeast, weird. This smells and looks nothing like a porter. Flavor is some combination of maple wood chunks, Asian tea leaves, and smoke. WTF. More tea. Well, that was weird. Medium body, a bit watered down with medium plus carbonation. This guy, he probably downed the damn beer while he's typing this. Not sure about this one. Not offensive, really. Just a bit bland and boring, and definitely not a porter. Okay, so kind of see the trend here. No one believes that it's a porter because of the color and how thin it is and the flavor. Really, this guy tastes Asian tea leaves and apparently smoke, and he's like, what the hell? But apparently Asian tea leaves. It is a bit, he says it's a bit watered down, which I guess the thinness can I don't even know what I'm saying. With medium plus carbonation. So, I mean, is that like, so medium with 2 pluses? Does that make it like a lot of, like, does that make a not medium? Is that a lot of carbonation? Is that a typo? I don't even know, man. And aroma of maple and hot garbage. I didn't get the garbage. Maybe the maple, but then I read the bottle. Yeah, I already said that. Yeah, so pretty much the consensus is it's a weird porter. It smells like trash. And Asian tea leaves. One person says mellow carbonation. One person said medium plus carbonation. One person tastes maple syrup, and one doesn't. So that concludes this video and my theory of beer being very subjective, because one person tasted a lot of maple syrup and one person didn't, and I don't taste any maple syrup. I kind of smell it. I don't smell hot garbage. It's not medium. I guess it's not mild carbonation to me. It's more medium plus. Yeah. All right. Well, enough of that. So that concludes this week's beer of the week. If you guys liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought of the video. Was I talking too much? Yeah, and subscribe for more videos. I upload 2 every week. One about beer, one about shoes. If you want to see the shoes one, it'll be in the description. But yeah, subscribe. Talk about beer. And yeah, thanks for watching. And as always, dream big dreams and believe all things are possible. And I will see you guys next week.